Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your Daily Dose of English, the podcast where learning English is easy, practical, and super fun. I'm Tom.
And I'm Sara. Hey Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Sara. Actually, I just got back from the mall. I needed some new jeans because my old ones, well, let's just say they didn't survive the last wash.
Oh no, poor jeans. But you know what? That's perfect timing because today we're talking about something everyone needs to do at some point: clothing shopping. And trust me, if you've ever moved to an English-speaking country, you know that walking into a clothing store can feel a little intimidating at first.
It really can. I mean, you know what you want, but then you need to ask about sizes, try things on, maybe ask about a sale. And what if something doesn't fit? Do you return it? Exchange it? These are all situations where you need the right English phrases, and that's exactly what we're going to give you today.
Absolutely. So whether you're shopping for jeans like Tom, or you need a new dress, or maybe just some basic t-shirts, this episode is going to make your shopping experience so much easier and way less stressful. And before we dive in, if you're enjoying this podcast, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It helps us keep making these episodes for you.
And leave us a comment below. Tell us, what's your favourite thing to shop for? Are you a shoe person? A dress person? Let us know. Okay, Sara, let's start from the beginning. I walk into a store. What's the first thing that usually happens?
Well, usually pretty quickly, a sales assistant will come up to you and say something like, "Hi, can I help you with anything today?" Or, "Are you looking for something specific?" And this is your chance to tell them what you need. Or if you're just browsing, you can keep it casual.
Right, and here's the thing. If you just want to look around by yourself, which I personally love doing, you can say, "No thanks, I'm just browsing," or "I'm just looking, thanks." The word browsing basically means you're looking around with no pressure to buy anything.
Yes, exactly. And that's totally normal. But let's say you do need help. Maybe you're looking for something specific. You could say, "Yes, I'm looking for a pair of jeans." Or, "Do you have any winter coats?" Or, "I need a dress for a wedding."
And here's a little tip I've learned. Be specific if you can. If you say, "I'm looking for a black dress for a formal event," the sales assistant can help you much faster than if you just say, "I need a dress." Give them the details: colour, style, occasion. It makes everything easier.
That's such good advice, Tom. Okay, so you've told them what you're looking for. Now comes the tricky part for a lot of English learners. Sizes. Tom, what size are you?
Good question. I'm a medium in t-shirts, large in some brands, and for jeans, I'm a 32 waist. See, here's where it gets confusing. Sizes are different depending on what you're buying, and sometimes even different between countries.
They really are. Let's break it down. For tops, like t-shirts, shirts, sweaters, you'll usually hear small, medium, large, and extra large. Sometimes you'll see them abbreviated as S, M, L, and XL. And if you need something even smaller or larger, there's extra small, which is XS, or double XL, which is XXL.
Right, and for jeans and pants, it's a bit different. You'll hear numbers like 28, 30, 32, 34. That's the waist measurement in inches. And sometimes there's also a length, like 32 by 32, which means 32-inch waist and 32-inch length.
Exactly. And for women's clothes, especially dresses and pants, you might see sizes like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. In some countries, you'll see sizes like UK 8 or EU 38, so it can get a little confusing. The best thing to do is just ask, what size would you recommend? Or, I'm usually a medium, what would that be in your sizing?
That's a great phrase, Sara. What would that be in your sizing? Because honestly, I'm a medium in one store and a large in another. It's crazy. So don't be shy to ask questions about sizes.
Absolutely. And here's another important one. Do you have this in a smaller size? Or do you have this in a larger size? Maybe you found a shirt you love, but it's only available in small on the rack. The store might have other sizes in the back.
Ooh, yes, and same thing with colours. Do you have this in blue? Or does this come in black? Are super useful questions. A lot of times the colour you want is available, but it's not on display.
Good point. Okay, so you found something you like in your size. Now what? This is where the fun begins. You need to try it on. Tom, how do you ask where the fitting rooms are?
Easy. I just say, where are the fitting rooms? Or can I try this on? And usually the sales assistant will point you in the right direction, or they'll say, the fitting rooms are right over there, or follow me, I'll show you.
And when you're in the fitting room trying something on, this is your moment to really check if it fits well. Does it feel comfortable? Does it look good? This is important because you don't want to buy something and then realize at home that it doesn't fit right.
Absolutely. And here's some vocabulary that's super helpful when you're thinking about fit. If something is too small or feels tight, you can say, it's too tight, or it doesn't fit. If it's too big or feels loose, you can say, it's too loose, or it's too baggy.
Yes, and if the length is wrong, you might say, it's too long or it's too short. For pants or jeans, you might say, the waist is too tight, or the legs are too long. These phrases help you explain exactly what the problem is.
And if it fits perfectly, you can say, it fits great, or this is perfect, or my personal favourite, I'll take it. That means you're buying it.
I love that phrase too. I'll take it. So simple, but so useful. Okay, but Tom, let's talk about something we all love. Sales. Everyone wants a good deal, right?
Oh, absolutely. Sales are amazing. So how do you ask about sales in English? Well, you can say, is this on sale? Or do you have any discounts today? Or are there any promotions going on?
Yes, and you'll often see signs in stores that say things like 50% off, which means half price, or buy one, get one free, which is an amazing deal. Sometimes you'll see clearance, which means they're trying to get rid of old inventory, so things are usually very cheap.
And here's another common one. End of season sale. So at the end of summer, you might find great deals on summer clothes. And at the end of winter, winter coats might be on sale. It's a great time to shop if you're looking for a bargain.
Definitely. And if you're not sure about the final price, you can always ask, how much is this after the discount? Or what's the total? Just to make sure you know what you're paying before you get to the register.
Good tip. Okay, so let's say you've tried something on, it fits, you like it, maybe it's even on sale, and you're ready to buy it. You go to the register to pay. The cashier might ask you, how would you like to pay? Or will that be cash or card?
Right? And you can simply say, card, please, or I'll pay with cash. Super straightforward. They might also ask, do you have a rewards card? Or would you like to sign up for our email list? You can say yes if you want to, or you can just say, no thank you.
And don't forget, after you pay, they'll usually give you a receipt. Keep that receipt, Sara. Tell them why receipts are so important.
Oh, this is crucial. Your receipt is your proof of purchase. If you need to return or exchange something later, you absolutely need that receipt. Most stores won't accept returns without it, so keep it in a safe place, maybe in your wallet, or take a photo of it with your phone.
Great advice. Okay, now let's talk about something that happens to all of us at some point. Returns and exchanges. Maybe you get home and realise the jeans don't fit as well as you thought. Or maybe someone gave you a shirt as a gift and it's not your style. What do you do?
Well, the first thing is to check the store's return policy. Most stores have a sign near the register or information on the receipt that says something like, returns accepted within 30 days with receipt, or all sales are final. That second one means you can't return it, so be careful.
Right, and when you go back to the store to return something, here's what you say. Hi, I'd like to return this, or I'd like to exchange this for a different size. The key word there is return if you want your money back, or exchange if you want a different size or colour of the same item.
Exactly. The sales assistant will probably ask you, what's the reason for the return? And you can keep it simple. You can say, it doesn't fit, or it's too small, or I changed my mind, or it was a gift and it's not my size. They're not judging you. They just need to know for their records.
And usually they'll ask to see your receipt, check the item to make sure it's in good condition with the tag still on, and then they'll process the return. If you paid with a card, the money usually goes back to your card. If you paid with cash, they might give you cash or store credit.
Store credit is important to understand. That means instead of getting cash back, you get credit to spend in that same store. Some stores only offer store credit for returns, especially if you don't have a receipt. So it's good to ask, will I get a refund or store credit?
That's a really important question, Sara. And one more thing about returns, timing. Don't wait too long. If the return policy says 30 days, don't show up on day 45 and expect them to take it back. Most stores are strict about their return windows.
Absolutely. Okay, Tom, I think we've covered the main situations, but let's talk about some other phrases that might come up when you're shopping. What if you see something in the window or online and you want to know if they have it in the store?
Good one. You can ask, do you have the dress from the window display? Or, I saw this online, do you have it in the store? And they'll tell you if it's available or if they can order it for you.
And what about if you want to know about the material or how to take care of something? You could ask, what's this made of? And they might say, it's 100% cotton, or it's a cotton polyester blend. Or you could ask, is this machine washable? Which is important to know before you buy something delicate.
Oh, that's such a practical question. I've definitely bought things before without asking that, and then I read the tag at home and it says dry clean only. And I'm like, oh no, that's going to be expensive to maintain.
Right? Always check the care instructions. Okay, I want to give our listeners a few more quick phrases that are just generally useful when shopping. Ready?
Go for it.
I'm just looking around. This is perfect. It doesn't fit. Do you have this in stock? Can I get a discount if I buy 2? Where's the register? Can I pay here? And one of my favourites, I'll think about it, which is a polite way to say, you're not ready to buy yet.
Those are all gold, Sara. And you know what? The most important thing to remember is that shopping should be fun, not stressful. If you don't know a word, you can point. If you're not sure about something, ask. Sales assistants are there to help you, and most of them are really patient and friendly.
That's so true, Tom. And honestly, the more you practice these phrases, the more natural it becomes. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a huge vocabulary. You just need to be clear about what you want and ask questions when you need help.
Exactly. And remember, making mistakes is totally normal and totally okay. I still mess up sometimes, and English is my first language. So don't let fear hold you back from speaking. Just go for it.
I love that advice. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of everything we've talked about today. When you walk into a store, you might hear, "Can I help you?" And you can say, "I'm just browsing," or "I'm looking for," something specific. Ask about sizes with, "What size would you recommend?" Or, "Do you have this in a medium?" Try things on in the fitting room and describe the fit with words like too tight, too loose, or perfect fit.
Check for sales by asking, "Is this on sale?" Keep your receipt because it's important for returns. And if you need to return or exchange something, say, "I'd like to return this," or "I'd like to exchange this." And be ready to explain why in simple terms like, "It doesn't fit."
And most importantly, don't be afraid to ask questions and take your time. Shopping is about finding something you love that fits well and makes you feel good.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Sara. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to your daily dose of English. We really hope this episode helps you feel more confident the next time you go shopping.
We really do. And hey, before you go, please do us a favour. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and leave us a comment. Tell us, what's the last thing you bought? Was it clothes, shoes, something else? We want to hear from you.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. We release new content regularly, all designed to help you learn practical, real-world English. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be useful.
See you next time, everyone. Happy shopping.
Bye for now.